Hey, why don't you wake up?
Why don't you guys wake up?
A rude
Wait,
awakening.
Good
wakey,
morning.
Hey, wake the fuck up.
wait. Why don't
Get
you
the
wake
fuck out
up
of bed.
right
You
now?
lazy
Right
piece
now.
of shit.
What? No,
Or
I didn't. Why you go
else.
there? Why you gotta call them pieces of shit? They're good people. They're just trying to get by.
Oh, it's just I was trying to match the energy.
Just trying to motivate
Yeah. Hey,
in the morning.
I'm trying. Who are you with? Who's matching what?
Hi, I'm Felicia. You can find me at Felicia3 on Twitter and Instagram.
Hi, I'm Beth. You can find me on Twitter at BethMostDev or Instagram at BethDBush.
Hi, I'm Jesse. You can find me on Blue Sky at outbynight.com. That's very exclusive.
So you can't find him because you're unless you're
No.
You don't
there.
have an invite.
Unless you're there, you can't see shit that I'm posting, but it's okay. It'll be there when you get there.
Are you actually posting anything?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I'm just
Wow.
posting random shit. It feels like old Twitter.
Is anyone liking it?
Yeah.
Just
What-
Steve?
No, there's other people.
What is it called?
No.
Like skying? When you send
No.
one out?
Dude, someone. Okay, I hate this part. Someone is calling it skeeting,
Oh no.
and I
Hell
think
yeah.
it's catching on. So it
Oh,
might just be
no.
skeeting.
I hate that.
I love it. Can I love it? Is that okay?
Yeah.
It
Love away.
balances out.
I'm
Hey,
kind of
we're-
in between.
We're the social idiot. Social?
We're the
We're the
social.
so-
I'm a huge social idiot. if
Same,
we're
to be
being
honest.
Same. We could do a quick rebrand, but until then, we're the sleepy idiots club.
Tatiana, get ready to do another logo.
Big crowd of people. We're all scared in the corner.
You can find our website at www.idiots.fm. There's a link to our Discord where you can chat with fellow sleepy idiots. You can find us at Sleepy Idiots on Twitter, and you can rate us at podchaser.com or Apple Podcasts.
I kind of love social idiots.
Oh no.
Oh
We
no.
can't.
What's
It
Not
sounds
yet.
like a band.
It's just that
It
you
does
wrote
sound like a
SIC
band.
social media spam, so I had to read social and just
Yeah.
kind of went with it.
Yeah, but it's social idiots. It's very funny.
I can't
Just
do it
change our
again.
name every
What part
week.
are we on? Oh, you did all the things. Let's do. Hey, Felicia and Beth.
Hey.
Hey, what do you got going on in your lives this week or the last 2 weeks? Because we
Dude,
didn't do
I
a
know we
talkies.
haven't recorded in a while, but I couldn't think of a single thing.
Not one thing.
Not
How-
one goddamn
What do you got
thing.
going on Tinder? What's the or Bumble or whatever? What's the
Absolutely
apartment?
nothing.
What's the
situation
scuttlebutt with the
looking
boys
like?
There
and
isn't
girls?
any. None at all.
There's no apart. Aren't you looking at shit with your mom?
Yeah,
And
there's fuck all available, so I'm not
Oh.
finding things.
How
Oh,
is it?
Man.
How is it simultaneously expensive as all hell, but also there's nothing?
Well, there's things that I can't afford, so ideally
Oh,
I
I
don't
see.
want to move into a place that's more expensive than where I live.
You
To
just
see
gotta go live
kind
with
of
Shannon. It'll be right.
yeah.
Good
Yeah,
idea.
Shannon can get an apartment.
Uh-huh.
That sounds
Yeah.
fun. Just leave the state.
Just
No
leave
big
the
Sorry.
deal.
state.
I heard my new dog scratching and it fucking weirded me out.
Aw,
Aw.
spoiler.
Oh yeah, I got a new dog. He ain't got a name yet, but we're leaning hard to Brent.
Shout out Tyler one time.
Tyler in the Discord suggested Brent, which is really funny.
It's
What
very
a
good.
fucking that's a vanilla loser's name.
This is my dog Trenton.
This is my dog Kip.
This is Zach.
Kip. Oh no. Brian.
Brian, like the Family Guy.
Oh yeah. That's true.
Well, Beth, you been looking at apartments or on Tinder?
I have not,
not.
surprisingly been doing those, but the biggest event in my life was that I went to see Thrice in Dallas, which
Oh, yeah.
is my favorite band since I was like 14.
Wow.
This was my third time seeing them, and it was fucking great.
Isn't this like a 10th anniversary boy for them?
It was the 20th anniversary, which made
Oh,
me feel
shit.
1,000 of their the Artist in the Ambulance album, which was like my favorite. I mean, it's the like album that got me into them. So I got to watch them play it like all the way through, and that was incredible.
Oh,
Cause
that's
like I
sick.
love their new stuff. So like I've been to like a newer show, and I mean they also play old stuff. They're really good like sports about it. I've been to shows where bands are like, we're only playing the new album. Hope you like it.
Ugh.
But
Yeah.
No, that's the worst. Why
yeah.
are bands like that ever?
I don't know.
I
They
do
have
like I've been to a we're gonna play this album front to back, and that's kind of nice if you know ahead of time.
oh
But
yeah.
otherwise, I want the hits.
Yeah.
Like, if I were to go to a Smashing Pumpkins concert, I wouldn't want them to touch their new shit with a 10-foot pole. Just stay away from everything after that double-sided album that I can't remember the name of. You're not gonna be able to help me with this.
No,
No.
sorry.
Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. I got there.
Oh, that was
Hell
on the
yeah.
tip of my tongue.
Everything after that album sucked. But I guarantee they do a bunch of new shit because Billy Corgan feels like that kind of guy.
I like Thrice's new. Like I love the progression. I love their old shit, and I love like where they've gotten to. So it was good all around because they played like a few new things too.
Mm.
But I got in the spot I wanted, which I didn't get VIP tickets because they sold out so effing fast.
God damn.
But I was able to finagle my way towards the front, which is where I like to be, right in their
Yeah.
little face, and then like kind of in front of the like having the pit people like moshing, you know, behind me, little sweet
Right.
spot.
That is a good spot. If
Yeah.
I can, if there's an option, I always pay more for VIP. I want to get in that venue early. I don't want to
Yep.
be in a general admin line. Yeah, it's a good
Well,
move.
for us, like we got to the venue as early as possible, and then there was like not a ton of people in the general admission line, and so they let us go in to their little lounge thing upstairs, and we had like the option to like pay more to get into the balcony area and whatever. I was just like worried about I don't want to be up here and not where I'm supposed to be to get up front, so I was like asking all the staff, I was like, you guys are gonna let us go before those people, right?
Good.
Because I was like, I don't care about these food and drinks. This is cool, but let me down there. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so it turned out well, and it was a great show.
Hell yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't been to a show since pre-COVID.
I haven't been to a show for like a decade, I think. It was that who's that metal band that does Christmas songs? Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh yeah,
That's fun.
Me and Miriam went to see them. That was my last concert.
that's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Little crampy seats though. I hate that shit.
Huh.
I got wide shoulders. Write that down.
Oh, writing it down.
No, I need room to breathe.
Yeah, me too. Also, I man, whatever spread. I kept wanting to say man split, but that is definitely not right.
See, but that's a sit-down concert. You don't always have that option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was definitely a sit down concert, but it was very fun.
Hell yeah.
It was
I
a fun
prefer
time.
to sit down these days.
If it would have been like a band I didn't care about as much, I would have been all about those balcony seats and just kind
Yeah,
of watching
dude.
it from above.
Honestly,
been
it's
cool.
so nice. I went to not super recently. I would say like maybe 4 years ago. I went to an All American Rejects concert, and they were my favorite band all through high school. And I
That's a
never
good
saw
band.
them as a teenager,
Mm.
so I went when I was like 25 and sat in the balcony and left right after them, and it was so nice.
Oh, that sounds
I
nice.
feel like you must have gotten on that All American Rejects train like a decade after I did, probably. Because I feel like I heard them when I was youngish, and I've got like 10 years on you, I think.
Well, I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure their title album came out in 2002, and I
Was
want
it
to
the one with
say
swings?
yeah,
Was it?
Swing.
Yeah.
I probably did get into them later, but definitely had their whole discography.
Mm.
The lead singer Tyson Ritter was like the love of my life for so many years.
Would you date him now?
Well, he's married, but yeah.
Oh, you're talking like sister wife?
Okay.
Sure.
You'll go sister wife for that guy?
I don't think it's called a sister or wife when you could fuck them both, but okay.
Isn't it? Wouldn't it
No, I
still
think
be
a sister wife is just when you're like you both have the same husband, but you're not romantic.
Oh, so you
Oh.
want
Sister
like a
wife is like a Mormon.
polyamorous
Yeah,
relationship?
Oh, I
right.
see.
That sounds more fun.
I feel like
Yeah.
that should still be called sister wife.
No, because then you got sister in there, and that
Brother
weirds it
husband
out.
and sister wife.
Yeah, this is my brother.
Brother husband. Is that a thing?
I hope not.
Maybe
This is my brother.
that's really funny. I wish it's I hope it's a thing.
This is my brother husband, and we just service this lady together.
And
But we're not romantic.
I bet they're in some progressive like Mormon circles somewhere. There's a
Fuck.
brother husband.
Maybe.
We gotta do research
I'm
on
not
this.
Googling brother husband.
Speaking of good band names.
Brother husband, dude. I want to see them.
Oh man. Hey, what we watched last week?
On my own, I watched a lot of Bar Rescue, which Jesse introduced me to.
Yep, I knew you would be hooked on that.
Yeah, it is very much a Kitchen Nightmares, but for bars.
Yep.
Same energy though, so it's great.
It is the same energy, although is his name John Taffer
Taffer. Mm-hmm.
goes too hard for me, but I'll still watch that show.
But so do I mean,
Like
it's not
mean?
worse than Gordon Ramsay.
No, he's just mean. He's like over the top. He's not. It's not as funny as Gordon Ramsay when he does it.
Because he's American.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah,
It is really upsetting to see an American be mean.
we're just really good at it,
Yeah.
and you can't really
good.
sense the humor.
Yeah.
We're just dicks.
That's true.
Can you hear my dog whining?
Buffer.
No.
He waited this
No.
whole time. He was fine.
Because he hears you talking.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh yeah.
It could
Aw.
be.
Go get
Buddy,
him.
Brent.
Do you watch anything, Beth?
Yeah. So I came across the fact that there's a Scandal rewatch podcast. And I used to watch Scandal with my mom back in the day, and I haven't watched it in a long time. And I started listening to the podcast. It's hosted by two of the actors,
Oh, that's fun.
Katie Lowes, who played Quinn, and Guillermo Diaz, who played Hook, which is one of the greatest characters of all time. Guillermo Diaz also played on Weeds. He was Guillermo on Weeds.
Yeah, he was fucking great.
If you remember him.
I definitely
he's
remember him.
the best. And like listening to this podcast, I just love him even more. He's wonderful.
I've never heard of this. I feel like I've never heard of this
Scandal?
show. Yeah.
It was like
Oh, it's a
in
political
the
thriller?
early, yeah. It was like in the
Oh.
early Grey's Anatomy era. Like it came on right after Grey's.
Do you think Jesse would actually like it, or is it
Yeah,
just
this is
soap
gonna be my
opera-ish?
shit.
I think Jesse would like it. This is what I wanted to say because they talk really, really fast in it.
What's
And
that mean?
they wait, listen. I have a rest of this. And they compared it to The West Wing, which isn't that one you love?
Yeah, I was looking at my top 5 shows of all time because I got them on my website, and I think it's
Yeah.
number 1 or 2.
So
No, it's number 4. I was wrong. But yeah, it's
I
okay.
haven't seen The West Wing, but I think you would really like this one a lot.
If it says political in the title, I'm gonna like it.
Okay, then you're definitely gonna like it. It's about Olivia Pope, who is a fixer. She has like a firm where they like a crisis management firm where they do like a case of the week situation on each episode. And then so it focuses on that office and its staff, and then also they have like connections to the White House, so there's like stuff with like filming in the White House and stuff. It's really good.
Yeah. I'm gonna check that out.
But
I thought it was about, when you were talking about it earlier, I thought it was about something way different.
It's based on a real life lady, Judy Smith, who was a fixer. She and like lawyer. I think she represented Monica Lewinsky. I think they said that. And yeah, so it's real good. And I made note of this. Guillermo takes notes on paper, just like me. I got so excited when he said that.
Like an old person or a comedian.
Because the other girl, Katie, was like, so I have all my notes on the computer, and Guillermo is like using paper for his notes like an old man.
You.
Or a comedian.
Or a
Comedians
comedian.
got
Well,
joke books.
I wrote down also another notable person who uses a notepad while podcasting is Zoya Falzone.
That's true.
If we can all just.
I mean, Zoya's.
It's the cool
Yeah,
thing
but
to
Zoya
do.
doesn't do technology
No.
in general.
No, this isn't helping
Neither
your
do I.
argument.
Well, but what do you mean? They're cool. They're the coolest people.
They are really cool, but
Yes.
like they wouldn't use a computer because they don't know what it is.
First of all, how dare you? Second of all,
You remember that time in Discord when Zoya did she like screencast or showed a screenshot and she had her shit set to like the largest font possible?
Oh yeah, she does use the largest font.
That's what I mean. If you do that, like that's not defense against calling you a boomer.
Well, it's the cool thing to do, and that's my point.
Miriam loves notebooks.
But,
She's gonna be on your side.
Hell yeah. F yeah.
Yeah. But that was it? Or you watched something else?
Also, we watched the Barry finale.
Oh yeah. We watched that together. Show's over.
Show's over. And guess what? I didn't realize it was the series finale until until during the episode.
Which I thought was fun. And I knew since like last year because I'm obsessed with Bill Hader, so I listen to every fucking interview he ever does. And
I pay attention to nothing.
he was definitely talking about the show ending. And he actually said that season 4 and season 3 are basically the same season, but he just split it up. So there's like continuity there.
Interesting.
Like, what was your reaction when you realized there wasn't going to be no more after that? Were you sad or like excited?
Well, I was sad just because I like to know when a thing is ending, so I can like tell it goodbye in my heart. And, like, I didn't get that.
I gotta tell it goodbye deep in my soul. Or it just doesn't feel
And so
right.
it was, it was really good though.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
I needed to sit
But
with
yeah.
it, but I came around like the next day. I was like, that was dope. That's about the only way they could have ended it.
I do like that. Like,
Yeah.
you don't necessarily know how you feel immediately after seeing it.
Yeah. Well, it's really with a show you really love, it's hard to like judge it because every emotion's running through you when you're watching it.
Yeah.
You gotta sleep on it, I think. I had the same happen with Sopranos.
I didn't have it happen where like I didn't know the series was ending, but I was watching Black Sails. I'm sure I've said this to some degree, but I realized that they were doing some things to a character I loved, and I was like, this feels like he's in danger.
Yeah.
And I decided to look it up. I didn't look up like what happens in this episode. I looked him up on IMDb and happened to see how many episodes he was in, and it happened to be the episode number I was on.
Oh man.
And I just started like crying through the whole episode.
Oh no. Dude, that happens to me all the time because I have to see who people are and where they come from.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, fuck.
I do that.
That's not enough episodes.
Yeah, I that was the first time it happened to me like that. But I watch a lot of historical fiction, so I'll often ruin things for myself by looking up the real life person and finding out their manner of death and being like, oh shit, I guess that's coming.
You did that during our golf watch along too. What was that golf movie?
Golf.
Well, it was a little different because I wasn't trying to figure out if he died. I was trying to figure out if he was just an annoying guy or if he had some kind of disability that would make my commentary insensitive. And I found out he was just an annoying guy.
Yeah, he's just trolling.
Yeah, and then felt a lot better about being mean to him.
Yeah, Barry was good though. I'm sad it's gone. There's a lot of like finales going on.
Yeah, Succession.
Ted Lasso.
Miriam and I just watched that finale. That show's so fucking good. I'm gonna stop trying to get you to watch it, but
it doesn't help to continuously tell me to watch it because it makes me want to watch it less.
I know it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop. But it's so good.
She'll watch it in 3 years.
What you need to do is that when we're like doing a casual watchies, don't even tell me what's going on. Just start playing an episode of Ted Lasso.
The thing is, though, the first 2 of Ted Lasso aren't great.
Well, I guess
Shit.
we're gonna watch 3 episodes, but you do still have to surprise me with it.
Okay.
Let's do it. I want to do it.
They're good, but they're awkward.
All
I'll
right.
say that. Yeah, Beth needs to watch 2 and 3 anyway. We watched
Yeah.
season 1 with Zoya and Lexi, and then I think that's all that was out at the time.
Yeah.
So you
I
still
think
got to watch
so.
the rest anyway. We watched I Think You Should Leave in VR season 3, which was very fucking funny.
So funny.
So, okay,
dude.
I had a good time. I will preface with that.
Okay.
I didn't watch seasons 1 or 2 as they came out.
Uh-huh.
What happened to me was that every man in my life watched them and thought they were fucking hilarious
Yeah.
and would just send me random sketches or bits of sketches,
Yeah.
and they became so obnoxious that it turned me off to the show completely. Plus, I don't do super well with like cringe humor. So I was not psyched when everyone was like, we're watching season 3 in VR.
Yeah.
But I had a great time. I think it was still kind of hit or miss for me. There were definitely sketches where I really didn't even chuckle.
Yeah.
But other sketches hit super hard. So I think it was a mixed bag, but still better than I expected.
That's just how it goes with
Yeah.
sketch comedy.
Yeah. I'm just not a fan of sketch comedy in general. I don't do like SNL or anything
man.
along those lines.
I'm the biggest fan. I was very hyped.
This one in particular, like, okay, so I hadn't seen it. I had been meaning to watch it, but I hadn't seen it until Steve was like, this is what we're watching.
Yeah.
And so I binged season 1 that
Oh,
day.
shit.
Man. Which season 1 is the shit though. It's good.
Like, it was funny the whole entire time. Like,
Yeah.
it was just like, I was like, oh, I'm fucking psyched to watch this because there's no, like, you could just, like, trust it to be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it didn't cringe me out at all.
In this
I
genre,
loved
that's
it.
so fucking rare too. Like, if you
Yeah.
love sketch comedy, this show is like Olympus, I think.
And I think
Yeah.
for somebody like me who is not a fan of sketch comedy for the most part, it hits more often than it doesn't.
Yeah.
So like when you
Mhm.
have a smart writing team, it makes a lot of difference. And I'm sure there's plenty of like SNL sketches I would love, but there's just too many I've seen that didn't make me laugh once. So
And there was a boy in season 3 that I've played Fortnite with before. That was fun.
Whoa.
Right, it's Anna's beau,
yeah,
the wrestler boy,
Wow.
Ryan
Nemeth.
Nemeth.
I'll say this. I didn't get to watch all of season 3, and I'll watch it on my own because I fell
Yeah.
asleep like 4 different
Yeah.
times.
I didn't
Not the fault of the show. I was just that
It was pretty
exhausted.
late.
I didn't track that. Usually it's a little bit more obvious when Beth falls
I can always tell, especially if it's like comedy.
Yeah, I'll stop laughing.
The part of my brain that makes me live inside because I'm afraid of the outside is the part that's like over analytical. So if we're watching comedy, like I definitely hear who's not laughing.
That's fair.
I would like wake up and think, oh, I should just leave. And then it was really funny, so I would stay and then I would fall asleep again.
You're making it look fake. That's my favorite. With the fucking
The mouth.
stickers. Yeah, with
Dude.
he did the fucking
That was
mouth.
a good one.
Oh man. I love that show. God damn, he's a
good.
genius.
I
And you
wonder
can
what
really
he's
tell,
in
like,
real life.
when he's not in a sketch, the quality just drops a little
Yeah,
bit.
for sure.
At least a little bit, and sometimes it drops a lot.
I like the Will Forte one.
Yeah.
I did like it.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Well, one of the good things that they do is they still write it in his voice, I think. So they
Right.
just have like the players just do him. They're just doing an impression of Tim Robinson, and it
True.
works. It's good.
It doesn't like skip a beat. Like it keeps being. It's like, oh, it could totally just drop right here, but they like do a thing, and it's like, well, that was fucking great.
Or
Yeah.
they just word something ever so differently in a way that's like
Mhm.
it's just not how you would normally speak, and it's so funny for some reason.
It's what you would say in your head.
Yeah.
Or he'll be like, I was just walking all around or something. Like he just adds little things to the ends of sentences.
it's also like stuff that shouldn't be funny. I feel like if anyone else in
Yeah.
the world read these scripts, it wouldn't be funny. But it's the way
Right.
that he fucking does it. He also SNL's got a big problem with the run times of their sketches and like ending them correctly. And this show
Mm.
nails that too. They're like perfect length.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
can't say good enough nice things about season 3. If I think you should leave, I want season 4 right now. It's not long enough either, but that's another sketch comedy thing. I
Yeah.
watched Still, which is a Michael J. Fox documentary on Apple
Mm.
TV Plus, and I highly recommend that.
Is it really called Still?
It is.
Oh.
It is called Still, and as you watch the documentary, like it makes sense. He's got a really good sense of humor about himself,
He does, yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's definitely a joke.
Yeah. It's so sad.
And you would think that the documentary would be like mega ultra sad, but I was assured by some podcast I listened to that it was really good, and they were right. I give it like
Nice.
8.5 stars, something like that.
Nice.
Ooh.
So if you had Michael J. Fox in your life big time growing up, I would check it out because it's very fun. It's a good documentary.
Hell yeah.
And then Miriam and I started watching this show called Silo on Apple
Oh.
TV Plus, which is based on a book series that I've never read.
Yeah, I kept getting
Mm.
ads for it and wasn't sure what it was, but it looked interesting.
Yeah, it's sick. The basic premise is that there's a society of people that live in this silo. They don't know how they got there, and like the world outside is poisonous or whatever.
Oh god.
It
So-
seemed very 10 Cloverfield Lane mixed
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
like season 2 of the 100.
10 Cloverfield Lane. I never watched the rest of it, but I assume like thousands of people don't show up randomly
No.
because there's like the silo has like 400 floors or something like that.
Oh.
Something. It's gigantic.
Whoa.
And there's like markets and little mini societies on different floors and whatnot.
Wow.
But it's
Wow.
interesting. And what's her name is in it? I get fucking drawn a blank. Jim's second girlfriend in The Office in the other building.
Yeah, the one who plays Karen.
Rashida Jones.
Yeah.
Jones.
Yeah, she's in it and she's really fucking good too.
I've never seen her in anything that isn't comedy, and I don't think this is, right?
No, it's not, but she's still like she's playing drama, but there's a tinge of personality in it, like that comedy personality. But I really like Rashida Jones, so I was in anyway. But we've watched 2 episodes so far, and it's good.
Cool.
Hmm.
You guys watched anything else?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Nada? All right, let's do some questions.
You know, the time for asking
Question?
is right now.
We have 2 questions from the Discord this week. The first one is from Efren, who says, give us your top 3 summer movies you're excited to watch this year. And I couldn't narrow it down, so I have like 5.
I couldn't narrow it up, so I have 1.
Let's start with your 1. Maybe it's a match.
Yeah, it'll be totally a match. The Meg 2, The Trench.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Dude, when I saw the first Meg, it was another summer blockbuster movie. And it was so ridiculous and like unexpectedly fun that I'm really pumped for the Meg 2, The Trench, even though I you know it's gonna be awful, but
It's going to
I'm
be
still
awful.
I'm still excited.
Are you going to see it in the theater?
I don't think so, unless there's like a group that wants to go for fun.
I actually feel like that would be a good theater movie.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
want, because the last one I saw alone, and I don't want to do that again.
Oh no.
I feel like it's also a very good VR night movie.
Yeah, could be.
Oh yeah. True.
You're a person that doesn't like to go to movies alone?
No, I do. It's just not for movies like that. That's more of a watch with friends so you can make fun of it out loud type of movie. But
Oh, wait.
Mm.
You saw the Meg in a theater and they weren't laughing at it?
I don't know. I don't remember how many people were in the theater exactly, but I don't remember it being like uproarious laughter.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's not fun.
maybe it'll be like Jackass. You ever watched the Jackass movie in a theater?
No, I have never watched a Jackass movie. I don't
I
like
did.
What
that
an
shit.
experience. Beth knows.
I did this was like, I don't remember which one it was, but it wasn't when it like first came out. It was something that they picked for us to watch on my college campus in our like so like not a big theater. It was like a on campus theater, but just like a bunch of like dumb college kids watching. So that was
It,
fun.
That
it
does
was
sound
probably
fun.
like Jackass 2.
Maybe.
That's
I like Jackass.
maybe the best theater movie in my opinion, just because you could hear a room full of people cringe outwardly. That's very fun.
I like going to see horror movies in theaters because that's usually fun.
I've never
Yeah.
seen one other than Cabin in the Woods.
Which isn't like jump scary.
I
I
would
like to.
almost not even call it horror, maybe.
It's gory, which is why
Yeah.
it's horror. But no, it's not scary. I like to see scary movies in theaters because a lot of the audience gasps and jumps. I saw the first It movie with my friend Courtney, and she
Mm.
was like grabbing me anytime something remotely scary happened. And I would just look at her like unblinking. Yeah, it's a good time.
I saw The Orphan in theaters. That was fun. Is that that's
Yeah,
horror.
that's definitely horror. We
Yeah.
started to watch that, or the second one
We
in VR.
We watched one of them because I think it was Mark's pick for like horror sequels.
It was
Or-
the original.
Oh yeah, it was the original. We did
Yeah,
like everyone did a pick.
we definitely talked over all of it.
Yeah, I don't remember
Yeah.
anything.
Me neither.
I know the real story it's based on, but I don't know the movie.
Yeah, that's just how it goes in there. You can't be excited to follow along with the movie in there.
No.
I think there's only been like 3 where we've shut up, and it was like Terminator 2 and Aliens or something.
Labyrinth.
My pick
We
was
watched
Oh
that.
yeah.
my pick for that was The Host, which is a very good horror movie, but it does have some sad times. But Steve loves that movie, so he was like, everyone shut up, nobody talk, we're gonna watch it. And then he kept playing Curb Your Enthusiasm music over it.
To be fair, it was really
It was
funny.
good.
It was funny, but he was the one who's like, shh, don't talk, no jokes, and then fucked it all up.
Well, yeah, what do you expect? That's how it goes. Beth, what are you excited about?
I am excited about. So I have a top 3. I was able to narrow it down. Number 1, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I really like the first one, so I'm excited for this one. Plus, everybody's really horny about it, so
Yeah.
that bodes well. The second one is Barbie.
Oh,
I'm excited
yeah.
to see that.
It's going on my list.
It looked bonkers. I'm excited. And the third one is No Hard Feelings, which is with Jennifer Lawrence, where she's like dating some rich people's kid for money to prep him for college.
Dude, it
The-
looks like a good premise, but I fucking can't stand her.
Oh,
The trailer looked really
not
funny.
a fan of
so
J-Law.
I can't. I
like J-Law.
really don't like
I do like her. I think that movie's going to be funny.
Yeah, I think so too.
She's definitely like, oh, I bet this is the version of her you'll hate the most, though, Felicia.
I think it's what I don't like about her is the very like I don't care, and I'm kind of like that's my thing is I'm funny because I don't care, and I'm
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
like
know.
other girls quality.
not like
Yeah, I
other
don't-
girls.
I don't like that.
That checks out. I think a lot of people hate her for that reason.
I think she's funny though.
Yeah.
I like her.
She did like go too hard in the Girl Next Door stuff when she was like coming up, I think.
Mm.
But I still
Did you ever see that movie? I think it's called Mother that she was in. It was her and I want to say Javier Bardem, and it was all
Mm.
like an allegory for Jesus and the Mother Mary, and it was so. I was angry at the end of that movie because I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? This was all like a metaphor."
No, I like Jesus movies though.
I don't.
I bet I would like it.
Mm,
You think?
I
No?
don't think it's possible to like it, but I'll send you the IMDb.
Oh, a challenge.
All right, that is a challenge. We'll see.
Try to like
I
this
do
Well,
one.
I guess
actually
I
like
kind of just
J-Law.
ruined it by telling you it's an allegory.
I've liked her in most things I've seen her in. So it'd be
I
interesting.
I tried to suggest Winter's Bone for a watch
Oh my
along, but
god, dude.
Jesse's thinking it's too much of a bummer, so I'm backing out. But I loved her in that movie.
I did too. That was my introduction
Oh.
to Jennifer Lawrence.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Winter's Bone wasn't the one with the girl who was like a ghost because she,
No,
okay.
there was no ghost.
No, Winter's Bone's just a fucking huge bummer.
I was thinking of the one where
Yeah.
Stanley Tucci plays a pedophile.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll find it.
All right. Beth, what's your third movie?
My third. That was my third movie.
Oh, so Spidey Man's the J-Law thing
Spidey
and
Man,
what?
Barbie.
Oh, Barbie, that's
and
right.
No Hard Feelings.
And No Hard Feelings.
Yeah.
I have 6. I started with 5 when we started recording, but then Beth said Barbie, and I was like, oh yeah, I really want to see Barbie, actually. It looks fucking bonkers, and I love the colors in it a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's going to
adopting
be
that as my-
sarcastic.
Yeah, I'm adopting that as my second most anticipated.
Hell yeah. I think it's going to be
The
a
Lovely
really
Bones.
sarcastic fun. Oh, I
That's what I was
saw
thinking
that
of.
for sure. I saw that movie.
Winter's Bone, Lovely Bones. Yeah, you see where I was coming from.
Yeah.
It's
Lovely
not
Bones was
good.
Did you
great.
like-
I like that movie.
Ew, what the fuck is wrong
Or-
with you?
What do you mean?
It's
You
a
didn't
bad
like it?
movie.
You didn't like it?
No, it was
I think I liked
Awful.
it.
Wow. Our taste
I read
just
the book.
our taste just differs. That's okay. I have 5
Huh.
other than Barbie
go for it.
and Spider-Man.
yeah.
So me and Beth have the same 2 on our list, but then the one I kind of feel bad about is The Flash. I'm very excited about The Flash
Ugh.
Why you feel bad?
because of fucking Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's maybe
They,
the worst person.
First of all,
They. I'm sorry, I forgot. They are the worst person of all time. Maybe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Very abusive, like towards fans too. I think I saw a video
Yeah.
where they choked a fan.
Ew.
They like ground pounded.
You can't
on-
choke your
yeah.
fans.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No.
And the only reason this film is going to see the light of day is because it's fucking awesome. Otherwise, they would have shelved it with Batgirl. So it's so good that they're just going to take the PR hit. And I'm very excited because I love The Flash. So I'm hoping that's as good as I think it is. I'm also the world's biggest Christopher Nolan fanboy. So Oppenheimer is very high on my list of things I'm excited about.
I'll say that's my
Yeah.
third then, because I'm a big Killian Murphy stan.
Yeah. And Christopher Nolan knows how to use Cillian Murphy.
This is also a 3-hour movie, though,
Yeah.
which I'm not
Oh,
psyched
shit.
about.
It'll be fine. There's lots to talk about. Plus, they do a practical nuclear explosion,
Yeah.
which is really great. I can't
Whoa.
wait to see that. And then another one is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, which essentially
The word
looks
mutant
like
twice.
Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse. What'd you say?
Said the word mutant twice.
Yeah, so
But I guess Spider-Man. Spider
there's
twice.
4 mutants. You can say mutant twice. You
Okay,
can say
sure.
4 times if you want
There's
to.
probably more than 4 mutants when you count all the enemies.
There's a shit ton of mutants. The enemies are usually Foot Clan dudes. They're just like ninjas.
What about the main one, Krang?
Krang's an alien, I think.
Oh yeah.
I don't
what
think
about
he's
the
a mutant.
rat?
Splinter's there.
Big rat.
Splinter is not a mutant, I don't think.
It's a big rat.
He is.
It's a big rat.
He is, but
That's a mutant rat.
they're mutants because they got that secret ooze on him or whatever, and I can't remember if Splinter did. I guess Splinter did too.
Well, something had to get on that rat to make it big.
Something just fucking had to get all over that
Beth
rat.
is like the mom trying to explain or trying to understand what her kids are watching.
I honestly
What
can't
Yeah.
got
remember.
on that rat?
I can't remember, but I can't argue your logic is sound. Something had to get on that rat. And there's Bebop and Rocksteady too. I'm pretty sure those guys are mutants. It's like a mutant hog and a mutant rhino.
Something got on that hog.
Something got on that fucking hog. Turned him
That
weird.
hog got into something.
Blue Beetle, which I completely forgot about until I was looking at the what's showing.
What is that?
Blue Beetle is I think it's a DC movie if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
The character looks kind of like Iron Man but blue, but the
Hmm.
trailer was like super funny.
I remember liking the trailer.
Yeah. I know
excited
nothing
about
about this character, but the trailer like sold me 1,000,000%. So that's my last one other than Barbie.
Hell yeah.
Tatiana had a question, and
Yeah.
it is, my mom is on bed rest for 3 weeks and has watched all the big shows. She's really into Barry, Better Call Saul, and similar. What secret sleeper shows would you recommend for her?
I don't think we read that part about watched all the big ones and secret sleeper shows. Some of these are, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of big boys on here too. And I want Tatiana to know that we all put our brains together and actually thought about this before.
Yeah, even though she asked this question 2 weeks ago.
That's fair, but there's 1 week of bed rest left.
Yeah, she could. The top of the list for me is The Wire, which I've been trying to get Felicia to watch for
Dude, I never said I wouldn't watch it. It's just
years.
a lot of things, a lot of episodes.
It is. There are a ton. I'm not sure if I would want to watch The Wire or Ted Lasso first. Do you still owe me something for Hell on Wheels, or did we watch something else?
I've watched so much shit for you. There's no way I am the one who owes you.
But you put me through a lot with Hell on Wheels.
No, you liked the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, but we didn't
He
watch
used 3
2
shows for
seasons of
that.
that show.
We watched 4, so there's 2 seasons of something.
There's
that
2 that
I
are
owe you.
okay, and then 2 that were pure torture.
No,
That if you were anyone else, I would have stopped watching
there's
them.
2 that are good, 1 that's crazy, and then the 4th one is decent with some good and some bad episodes.
Common gets eaten by a bear.
Yeah. Well, he gets bit by a bear so bad he forgets who he
Oh yeah, that's right. He turns into an idiot.
Yeah, and then Cullen has to kill him.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were
Cullen
you
the
all
train
gonna go
fan.
watch Hell on Wheels?
No, I think that's a fine spoiler because nobody in the world's ever gonna watch that show.
Because it's
but you.
nowhere to be found anymore.
You and my friend Box, actually, which was so weird to me.
Everyone but you loves that show. I hate to
Nah.
break it to you.
All right. The Sopranos is on my list, but she's for sure seen that if she saw the big boys.
Yeah.
The next one that we all agreed on was The Bear,
Mm-hmm.
which is a fucking great show. And she could definitely like just binge through that because those episodes are not very long. And there's
Yeah,
only
there's-
Yeah.
1 season of it so far,
Right.
with season 2 coming out soon. And that The Bear was actually my favorite show of last year for sure.
It's real good.
It's real good. Oz is another HBO show that she may not have seen that's about prison life, and it's very fun in a fucked up way, kind of like The
Ooh.
Sopranos.
I didn't
Prison Break. Speaking of prison life.
Oh
that's
yeah,
good
Prison
too.
Break season 1.
I
Did
didn't
you like?
know that's what Oz was about. And you put Oz on the list. I assumed it was like the Wizard
Me
of
neither.
adjacent.
Oh no. Oz is like where J.K. Simmons started his meteoric rise
Oh.
through the industry. He plays a very fucked up prisoner.
Whoa.
Oz is fun. That's a great show.
That sounds good.
6 Feet Under is another great show from that same era of HBO. I put Shrinking on here from Apple TV Plus, which is unlike all these other shows, but it's really funny and good and wholesome. I snuck Halt and Catch Fire on here.
I'll second that. That's a good show.
Yeah, that
And
was
if
really
your
good.
mom loves Lee Pace and looking at his arms, that's a great show.
Don't let Felicia's brother spoil it for you right before something big happens at the end of the
like
show.
right before.
Keep Felicia's brother away from your mom, please.
We got a Beth recommendation, which is Sons of Anarchy.
I'll
Which-
second
Oh,
that,
yeah.
but I think there's no way she hasn't seen this.
I'll third it. I saw
You
most of
never
it.
know.
Yeah, you're right, though. It's a big one. Yellowstone is probably one that she's watched already.
We can only vouch for up to season 3 of that one.
Yeah. Scandal
Yeah.
was a Beth pick, which I've never heard of, and now I'm gonna go watch that probably this
Yeah,
weekend.
I think it's real bingeable. Like I'm addicted to it right now, and I accidentally watched over the amount of rewatch podcast episodes that are out. So I'm
Oh,
trying to like
shit.
chill
That's not
because I like want to
respecting
watch
the
it at the same
format.
time. I didn't respect the format. I'm so sorry.
I still watch The West Wing. I've probably seen The West Wing like seasons 1 through 4, maybe 20 times. So I like political shit. I'm gonna watch this.
For Scandal, I would say the first season is like real establishing. The second season is fucking intense. So stick with it. It's
Hell yeah.
good.
I don't mind it. I love political shit. I'm gonna like it.
Oh yeah.
Dexter was another Beth pick. I can
Oh,
vouch
yeah,
for that one, except the last season is garbage.
Yeah.
Doesn't it
But
only
like
have,
the
like,
other ones
2?
are so good.
Huh? No, Dexter had like 7 seasons.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought it had like 3 seasons and the last one was bad.
No,
Like,
it had like 7, and I think it started to suck after 4.
Ah.
And
yeah.
then,
Each
but
one has like a different bad guy, and
yeah,
so it's fun.
yeah, Dexter's a fun show. Ozark, which was a Beth recommendation too. I've seen season
Yeah.
1 of that, and I can vouch it's fucking great.
I haven't seen it, but people are constantly like, watch it, watch it, watch it.
Yeah.
I'm also assuming
Should
if
be
she's
good.
seen all the big ones, she might have gotten that too,
Probably.
because that was real big on Netflix for a while.
Maybe.
Next on my list, I have Fargo,
Yes.
which is on Hulu. Beth can vouch for Fargo.
Hell yeah.
That is would you call it an anthology? It's never the same characters.
Yeah, each season is completely different.
Yeah. But it
Whole
all
different story.
takes place in Fargo in different time periods.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say Fargo probably led into Yellowstone. It's got kind of that same dramatic vibe of like Midwestern crime, but
Interesting.
it's good. Justified is one that Felicia and Beth haven't seen, but it's very good, with a guy whose name I can't. There's 2 guys. There's Walter Goggins and another guy whose name I can't recall.
Isn't it
but
Walton Goggins?
yes,
Walton
I fuck it up
Goggins.
every time. I'm sorry. And Felicia's Hap and Leonard pick.
Yeah, Happen Leonard was described on IMDb as swamp noir.
Which is so funny.
I want to watch it just for that.
Yeah,
It's a really
that's
good
great.
show if you can find it. I watched it on Netflix, but it doesn't seem like it's there anymore. I think it might be on Prime, but it's AMC Plus.
Yeah. And then I said The Shield, which is on Hulu. The Shield is a classic binge show about crooked cops, and it's very fun. If you like Breaking Bad, you're definitely going to like The Shield. No question.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, for sure you're going to like The Shield if you like Breaking Bad. And then Felicia's pick at the very end
It wasn't really my pick. I was looking at all the suggestions under Happen Leonard, and
Yeah.
True Detective popped up. I have only seen season 1. Jesse showed it to me. It's a good season. I cannot vouch for the rest.
Season 2 is a dumpster fire. Avoid it at all costs, and season 3 is good. And that's we saved Tatiana's mom.
Basically, yeah.
Hey,
We just cured her.
Oh, I forgot. Our news bumper got me dinged for copyright.
Oh shit.
I forgot to change it.
No.
I'm gonna play it anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
The guy was like tearing him to pieces with his mouth. So I told him, get off, it's like, and the guy just kept eating the other guy away, like ripping his skin.
Larry Vega describes it as a scene out of a horror movie as a naked man chewed off the face of another naked man.
YouTube fucked it. Yeah, I could probably just do
Hmm.
the last 5 seconds. It'll hit just as hard.
Cool.
It's just the chewing.
Larry Vega.
I have one piece of news.
I only have 2 this week.
I don't have any news. I'm sorry.
My one news is that Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross are scoring the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem movie.
Oh, that's fun.
That's very fun for your
Oh.
boy, who is the
Yeah.
biggest
Yeah.
Trent Reznor fan on the planet.
This movie was made for you.
He's scored one of my favorite scores of all time, which is The Social Network.
Wow.
And I'm very excited about what they're going to do with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because that's one of my favorite cartoons of all time.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
My news is, first of all, Terrifier 3 is set to release in late 2024.
Hell yeah.
So we have that to look forward to next year. And then the other bit is, this was interesting. I saw that there is a book coming out called Burn It Down: Power, Complicity, and a Call for Change in Hollywood by Maureen Ryan. And the reason it's like a buzz right now is because it includes a bunch of interviews with writers and like crew members and actors from Lost,
Huh.
who are speaking up
Whoa.
about all the like overt racism that was happening behind the scenes.
Oh,
Shit.
I might have heard something about this today.
Yeah, because Harold Perrineau, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. He played Michael.
Uh-huh.
Revealed today that he was fired after he was asking the director for the POC characters to have more story. And apparently the director was like, "Oh, you don't have enough to do? Okay, you're fired."
Oh,
And that's why
shit.
he left.
which Lost had a shit ton of directors. You mean the showrunner?
I don't remember who exactly it was. I don't think it was Lindelof.
I hope not. He
And I
doesn't
don't think
seem
it
like
was
the type.
Javier Grillo Marxwatch.
You only know how to say that guy's name because of
Oh,
first
absolutely.
time.
Javier Grillo Marxwatch and Adewale Akinwe Akpashe. I only know how to say because of the first time show.
Oh man.
But yeah,
I
apparently
gotta ask Steve about that. I wonder what he thinks.
yeah, I will probably pick up this book because I'm interested in stuff like that and I want to know.
Gulp.
Yeah.
Little sip.
Sorry. Giant sip.
I'm gonna leave it in. I love a good gulp.
It was just perfectly timed.
Yeah, it was great. Best timing. Best
Thank you
timing,
so
I mean.
much. Oh no.
What's your second piece of news?
That was my second piece of
Wait,
news.
what was the first
Terrifier.
piece? Oh yeah, Terrifier. Your boy's got bad
Can't
memory.
count today.
No, it's not that I can't count, it's that I'm scatterbrained.
Jesse can't count.
No,
Pass it around.
I'm very excited. Are you excited?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm very excited about Diablo 4's pre-order launch, which is roughly 2 hours ago. Guess what I'm doing after we're done with the show?
Going to the bathroom.
No, I'm gonna go play Diablo.
Watching Will and
Oh.
Dawn. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna go play Diablo. I could watch Scandal while I play Diablo.
I
Maybe.
said Will and Dawn.
Oh, I wouldn't watch Will and Dawn without you.
Well, we
we
didn't
say what
I
that
meant
was.
I meant instead of Diablo.
We got a bunch of cruise content
God
still.
forbid.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we
And
didn't
the,
talk about that.
the other thing is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse comes out on the 2nd, which is tomorrow for us.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, very excited
Yeah.
about that.
I'm excited about this movie that Sydney Sweeney did called Reality. Just came out this week on Max,
Is that the
which
one
feels
with
very
the
dumb to say.
guy who they were like, oh, they're both in relationships but too close to each other?
No, this is wait, I think that was something else.
Okay.
This is her. She's a former American intelligence specialist, and she's given the longest sentence for unauthorized release of government information to the media about Russian interference in the 2016 United States elections via an email operation. It's like based on a true story, I think.
With Sydney
But
Sweeney?
people are like, yeah, and people are loving it, I think. So I'm excited to see that. I'll probably watch it this weekend.
What'd you say it's called? Reality?
Reality. Yeah.
On Max. I haven't heard of this. Why not?
I don't know. I follow her, and then I also saw people talking about it on Twitter.
Cool. I'll probably
yeah.
check that out too. It sounds fun.
Yeah.
And I hated that election. And maybe more than anything, I hated it.
Yeah, I don't think that's an uncommon thing.
No.
Yeah.
I think lots of people really did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beth, why can't I find anything? Is it a TV show?
It's a movie. It's on Max.
What the hell?
Max.
I hate
You
it.
know it,
Dude, I
You know
hate
it.
it.
You love it.
Oh, I love Max. I love Max so much.
I think
Alright.
it came out Monday.
Hell yeah. I'm going to watch
Yeah.
that faux show. We'll
Yeah.
report back next week. Guess what we're watching this week?
It's not The Matrix because we already did that.
We never watched The Matrix.
What?
What the fuck are you talking about? We never watched The Matrix?
What? You have
I
it
haven't
written
watched
down.
The Matrix.
What? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? You have it written in the What Are We Watching This Week? The Matrix.
Didn't you say it's not The Matrix?
Yeah,
Because
we watched
it
we
already.
watched Blues Brothers.
What the
But what are we watching? Oh,
Blues Brothers comes out tomorrow. This comes out Monday.
What?
We didn't do talkies this week. We did the bonus.
I'm so confused.
By the time this comes out,
so we're
dude,
watching. But The Matrix will be coming out the following week, so that's
The
not what we're
Matrix
watching
is
this
coming
week.
out the same week that this episode is coming out.
No, because if this
No.
week
Oh boy.
if this week John Wick comes out, then next week This Talkie and Blues Brothers comes out.
Nah, dog. No, John Wick came out
Wait.
Monday
John Wick. Okay.
as the replacement for our talkies, which is when we would have said we're watching the Blues Brothers this week. But we
No.
didn't do that one.
But so what's coming out tomorrow?
The Blues. Okay, we're
So
at Thursday. For
I don't
us.
understand our release schedule anymore.
That we fucked it up. We didn't do
Yeah.
talkies, but we did the Blues Brothers.
which you could say we watch, which is what we're watching this
I'm
week.
so
Had we
because
done
confused.
talkies,
it's what's come.
had
So-
we done talkies on Monday, I would have said the Blues Brothers is what we're watching this week. But
Here's
we didn't do
another
talkies.
added layer of confusion on my part is that I very much thought The Matrix was John Wick for a second. And I was extra confused.
All right, that makes a lot
Oh
more
no!
sense. You
But I
confused
still-
the ever living fuck out of me.
I confused
gotta
the
go
fuck
lay
out of
on the
myself,
floor.
but I'm still confused because I still thought the Blues Brothers was going to be after this episode, but I was apparently wrong.
No, the Blues Brothers comes out tomorrow, Friday. This talkies
Oh, and
comes
then
out
this
Monday.
episode comes out. Okay.
Yeah. We
Now
skipped
I'm
the-
on
I'm
board.
glad at least Beth was also confused.
we skipped the talkies where I would have said we're watching the Blues Brothers this week.
Okay.
Yes.
All right,
So
so,
we-
this talkies is next week, and we are watching The Matrix, which
Has
will come
Beth
out next
not
Friday.
seen The Matrix?
I haven't seen the Matrix.
No,
Whoa.
neither of you have. I don't
Yes,
think.
I have. I've seen
Didn't
The
you
Matrix.
say-
We
Ah.
watched it together, Jesse.
We watched The Matrix. I thought you
Yes,
said we haven't
dude.
seen it. Why is it on my list then?
Because Beth hasn't, I guess.
All right, let's watch
Yeah.
it with Beth. It was going to be Fight Club, but you'd seen Fight Club, so I fucking didn't do that
Yeah,
one.
but the difference is I enjoyed The Matrix.
Okay. All right. Me and Beth are going to do a bonus of Fight Club sometime.
Yes, that sounds great.
I'm just going to volunteer you, Beth. We're going to do it
Yeah. No, I'm
because
on
you need
board.
to
I-
experience it.
To be like, I'm not blaming Jesse for showing me a movie I didn't like. I'm saying I wanted to see it and I didn't love it, so I don't
Yeah.
really want to see it a second time.
I love watching shit with people that's got a weird twist.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be fun.
I only know that you can't talk about it, and that's the rule.
Yeah, you can't talk about Fight Club.
Well, there's the
Hey.
twist.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, shit.
After that big ball of confusion, that's the end of the show.
I'm assuming you're editing some of that out.
I don't think so. It's fun. I like the part where everything's confusing and nobody knows what's happening.
I'm sorry, I thought a movie with both Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne was like the other movie with Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne.
I just think it was. I actually do think that was a fun little exchange we had. I liked it.
Who's on first? I don't know. John Wick.
Hey, I want to go play Diablo about it. Why don't you guys have a good night's sleep?
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. I have a
Make
new puppy.
sleepies.
Give me a new name, not Brent.
Brent.
Not Brent.
Brand.
Can't name it Brent.
Brenton.
Baby Brent.
Can't. Mm-mm.
Leo Brent.
Lil Brent. You could. I might be on board with.
Good rap name.
I like. Yeah, that's gonna be my rap name is Lil Brent. What a fucking great name. Beth is